What's up, everyone? If you know me, you know me. If you don't, I'm Jackson. And today, I'm ranking 2024 country music albums. This is a new thing. I've always ranked songs and albums and stuff like that, like to friends and kind of people close, and never really like on like a really in depth. Like I've talked about songs before, but it's always been like one album at a time or a collection at a time. Nothing like as much as I have today. I have 9 albums that I thought, you know what, I could probably rank them and give praise and criticism about all the stuff. So I've got 9 albums from the entirety of 2024 that I'm gonna rank. Um, on my Snapchat story, I've ranked what I call projects of the year and songs of the year, and I'm doing album of the year on a video because I think there's so much more to talk about. With some of these albums have like 24 songs. I'm not gonna type out 24 songs worth of an album review on my Snapchat story. No one's gonna read it. No one's gonna watch this, I'm sure. But it's easier for me, so I'm gonna do it. Like I said, 9 albums should be fun. Don't get annoyed or mad or pissed off, whatever you want to say, that these are my opinions. If you don't like my opinion, I don't care. You don't have to. So, back off. Anyway, let's get into it. Let me work on my face cam right here. Do a little bit of this. No, I'm new to this, so give me some slack. We're gonna start off with the Great American Bar Scene by Zach Bryan. This is honorable mention number 5. So this is in theory, the worst of the albums. But I mean, if it's making an appearance here, it's it's gonna be good, you know. And it's obviously his most recent. We all know everything that's come out recently. I like to separate the art from the artist personally, so which is so it all that is not why it's as low as it is. But putting it aside, I there are some hits here. Absolutely, I'm a sucker for the poems. I think the poem from his self-titled project, Zach Bryan, was Fear and Fridays, the poem. I love that. It's one of my favorite things literally ever. And I think this one is pretty solid. So that's something. Mechanical Bull, it's not great. I don't really like it. There's and a lot of them that I don't. This is the reason it ranks the worst because it has the most songs that I really don't care for. Bathwater is not great. Funny Man, no. Northern Thunder's okay, but I personally would not take to listen to it. Bass Boat is kind of the same way. Way back, Boons are and Mechanical Bull are all in that kind of category that I would say I could live my life without ever listening to them again. Great American Bar Scene, 28. Those are some of my favorite Zach Bryan songs. This one obviously is probably done commercially the best, which it makes sense to me. I love it. Great American Bar Scene might be kind of a sneaky pull. It's not going to probably be on a lot of people's list of best songs. I love how it takes us through. It paints a picture of the Great American Bar Scene, and it's slow, but it makes sense. If that makes sense, may not. It may. If it does, good for you. American Nights, kind of like a pump up, kind of a jam. It's got like a lot of kick to it, which I love. If you know the song Florida by Taylor Swift, I know. Whoa. It kind of reminds me of that. It's like that boom, boom, boom. I if it's done right, I think that's a jam, and I think American Nights does that. Oak Island has a like a sound to it that I'm not really a big fan of. It's an okay song. I think kind of the storytelling there as well does enough to salvage it. But the sound is not great. Purple Gas. Oh, I was in an airport when this got released, or when I first listened to it. I like it. It's not great. It's not my favorite, but it's up here on the album. Oh, Memphis the Blues. I'll probably end up making a video on you know song of the year and projects of the year that I did on my Snapchat story in case this does kind of get traction and people do watch this. Memphis the Blues featuring John Moreland was on that list of Song of the Year. I love this song. Memphis the Blues is a truly I love this song. There's the lyricism is perfect. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, it's in the second chorus. I love you got a skeleton key on a chain around your neck. I got a chain around my heart. That is gas. Don't lie. Don't lie. That is such a good lyric. And it's just I need you like Memphis needs the blues. It's so touching. I love that, and I love songs that kind of go like I need you, you need me, we go great together like that, and especially when it's written perfect like that, it does great. Like Ida, it's there, it's okay. Better Days, probably my third or fourth favorite on the album. I like this one. Better Days, it's a really good uplifting song. It says it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be hard. But don't worry. The better days always come back again. And like I said, when you're kind of in the dumps, because we all are sometimes, that's the song to listen to. You're right. Yeah, there are better days ahead. Towers is another one of those songs that I first heard on TikTok when it was still like unreleased and stuff like that. And like you had to be like a diehard fan to hear it, but I wasn't a diehard fan at the time. It just kind of happened to show up on mine. But I love the choir in this. I think the choir adds so much more to really any song out there. And I think on this one, it really works well. I love it. It's great. I think I've said that about 1,000 times. There's only a couple more here on this album before we move on to the next one. Sandpaper featuring Bruce Springsteen. I like Bruce Springsteen. I like Zach Bryan. I like this song. I think I don't know what the lyric is exactly. But it's like you're like sandpaper, something like that. Like sandpaper, the more I try, you bind. Kind of brings it all together. Winter was a drag, spring was a friend. I'll love you till the summer comes back in. They've been trying to smooth me out like sandpaper. Huh, pretty good lyricism there. I'm a fan of that. Pink Skies. I love Pink Skies. I was with my cousins the night this dropped, and everyone was like, "Oh, like, what are we gonna get? Are we gonna get Pink Skies? Are we gonna get Great American Bar Sing?" And I was like, and I was hoping for Great American Bar Sing because I remember following that one for a while, and we eventually got it, but it only came with the album. Pink Skies was the song that got released, and it's really just a beautiful song. Goes through like a funeral type of setting. As you're in town for a funeral, not hard to piece it together there, but it just kind of walks us through, reminiscing about a life that's no longer with us. You know, we all know you tiptoed up to 4-1 back in '08. You could see him now, you'd be proud. All this stuff, it's really nice. It's really sweet. It's sad, but it's really sweet, and I love it. It's really good. That's it for that one. I'm gonna check I wrote them all on my notes, so I'm gonna see which one I had as the next best one. Let's see. I got it. This one was a feature on Project of the Year, but the different version, it was the redo version of this one, all acoustic. It is Go Down Singing by Chase Rice. This one, this one probably gets the edge over the Great American Bar Scene because I think the quality of the songs that I like outweighs other songs on the Great American Bar Scene. I think there's more quality here. It's less songs. Obviously, it's 11 to however many the Great American Bar Scene was. But the problem, and I would rank this higher, but it's very top heavy. And the quality for me just doesn't outlast the whole album. Go Down Singing, one of my favorite songs released of the year. I think it came maybe second in the song of the year. Forgot, I have it right down here. Go Down Singing, sorry. Came five. Came fifth. But still, this song, great lyricism, great powerful message to it. It's this kid comes to Nashville, took a couple blows on Broadway, because I heard that's what you do. Left blood and sweat and tears up and down 16th Avenue. You know, between the sun, you just ain't got it, and the barely making rent. I just smiled and took it on the chin, and I did my best. You played it. You played the game by the rules. You know, you heard you kind of have to suck at first. You did it. You just kind of let the booze and the mean, snarky comments come at you, and you said, "Okay, so what? This is what I have to do." Well, the lesson and it's so applicable to really anything, not just singing, but it's let's see. Said, "If I go down, hell, at least I go down singing." Wow, that is fantastic. That is fantastic writing. I love that. You can try your hardest at something. You know what? You're gonna fail sometimes. So be it. That's how it works. But you know what? You went down with your best foot forward. You went down singing, or if you're not a singer, you went down swinging. Play on words. I love this song. It's one of my favorites, literally ever, probably. And then Fireside. I'm not gonna do all the songs, so calm down. But Fireside, it's okay. It it very much is a part of the top heavy of the album. I like the chorus really carries it, and I think his vocals really do play a big part in it all. It's just a song, it doesn't hit as hard as Go Down Singing. There's not a song on here that really does that for me, but and it's kind of hard to compare because Go Down Singing, I think, like I already said a couple times, really almost perfectly written song. No song really does come close. Every song is really good in its own little part. Hey, got it to me again. Personal to me because I've had kind of these nights where, you just feel like you can't catch a break. You're kind of down on your luck. And you just say, hey, hey, got it to me again. I've done a lot of wrong. I've not gotten a lot of things right lately. So, I'm coming back to you. And it says right here, need a little less time in a honky tonk and a little more time with you. I need a different kind of rock and roll in my life and getting back to getting to know you and me again. Then, hey, got it to me again. And it's really beautiful. It's touching, especially for someone like me. It's real for me. Like this kind of stuff is real for me. So to be able to see that kind of in a song version, which I also love, is really good, and I really like that. Tennessee, the jam. This one's I don't really know how to describe it except for just a jam. Tennessee, what have you done? Was it your bullet or the gun? Took a life of a love and chalked it up to a manhunt on the run. Wow, what? Oh my gosh. It's just wonderful. Yeah, it does say that. Boo. But it's like, in my eyes, and it's all subjective. Maybe you see something else different, but it feels like he went to Tennessee or grew up in Tennessee. I don't know where he grew up, but he goes to Tennessee to live this life of singing country music that he loves and does it all. In Tennessee, took a simple kid like Chase Rice, simple life to live, writing songs, singing songs, doing all that stuff, and messed it up all for you. I think he's saying in my eyes that Tennessee and Nashville and whatever comes with it made it hard. It made it like you have to play by our rules. If you want to be successful, you bend the knee to us, to Tennessee. And so I think that's kind of him saying, oh Tennessee, you know, that you took a life of love, like I love this life of singing songs, making music, and chalked it up to a manhunt on the run. That kind of sounds like the touring part of aspect, but I think it's a really kind of like symbolic song. I kind of like what it stands for. And then it does kind of fall off. Arkansas is good. I don't hate Arkansas. If Drinking Help probably is the next best one. You know, it'd be a goodbye song, long gone cliche, in a bags packed up black Chevrolet. Sell my soul to Jack and Jim. I'd be drunk as hell if drinking helped. Yeah, all that stuff saying drinking really doesn't help. But 1985 is a sad song. Look at this. It obviously, I believe his dad has passed away, so it's kind of that song to him. I hope you know, Dad. Still cut rows on a tractor, drink beer after work, live life a bit faster, but still get to church. Now this man in the mirror is the proof. Ain't no wonder we're so much alike. Me right now, and you in '85. Just some really good writing. really good songs here that really do mean a lot to me. But at the end of the day, I think just it, it's so hard to make these lists because these songs in this album does mean a lot, but comparatively, I think there are better, which is rough. I I'd absolutely recommend this one. I love it. It's great. And now for the next honorable mention, number three. This guy reminds me a lot about another guy, but I love him. I've come to love him really because of this album, Nine Lives by Co Wetzel. I do that. I want to listen to the album. This album, okay, I want the full version. Yeah. I'm trying to get all the full version or every album. So if it's a deluxe version, uh, I'm trying to count it too. And if it was a like a whole like new 6 songs or something, that would go in the project of the year, like Leather Deluxe. But this one I think only released 2 extra ones after release. I believe that was Good Times and Casamigos. But Go Wetzel reminds me a lot about another artist that I really like in country music or in Nashville, I should say. And that's Hardy. If you know me in person, personally, you know Live, Laugh, Love Hardy. And I think that sound of not really caring about how people take your sound, but just making music you like, it's such a big part of Co Wetzel's kind of identity as it is Hardy's. And I think that's really shown in our first really song here, Nine Lives. This song is just a jam and a half. This is like my song I can listen to get pumped up. Like, let's go. Let's go. Just, yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, God bless me. The first 8 didn't count. Keep on trying your best to put the black cat down. Oh my gosh. I mean, look at this. And, it just talks about, you know, I'm a dog. I got 9 lives to me. Can't take me down. And it's got that kind of rock sound and punch you in your face and then just keep singing you kind of vibe. I love that's probably my top 3 on the album. Casamigos, like I said, is one of those ones I believe got released a little later on after the album was released. Yeah, September 13th when this album came out. I believe it was in the summer. And it's kind of, you know, Casamigos took my friend. Then you took your shit on down the road the way you always do. Of all the things I've lost, I'm all right losing you. What a lyric, by the way. All the things I've lost, I'm all right losing you. Drinking, took my license. Casamigos took my friend. But of all the things I've lost, I'm all right losing you. Oh my gosh. I'm kind of glad we didn't work out. And I ain't trying to be rude, but that tattoo on your ass in the past are 2 things you can't lose. Oh my God. The writing on this song is incredible. And it's kind of like a little like poking fun at a past relationship or a past whatever. And it's just, oh, damn near normal, I believe, was the song for, I guess, promotional. The promotional song. This was like the first song that got released, first single for this. And I really like this song. This song really, really introduced me to Coetzel. I'd heard songs like one of my favorite Coetzel songs, "Too High to Cry," kind of introduced me to Coetzel. But this one was really like the song that got me like, I need to learn about Coetzel. And I for the for that I love this song. But it's damn near normal. A little melatonin and a bag of weed plus a fistful of Xans just to fall asleep. Yeah, it's kind of different than it's supposed to be, but that's damn near normal to me. Lives his fast life on the road, partying, having a good time. It's kind of different than how my life as a college student is or how some might perceive it's normal. But for him, it's damn near normal. And I think it's a good little song to put our own lives into perspective. Like my normal might be different from your normal. ETC, ETC. You keep on going. Like, and it's kind of hard to judge someone because that's their damn near normal, you know? So I really like this song. In this song, I really like how it sounds, which is kind of cringe, but I love how the song sounds. I can't really play it, or else I might YouTube might take it down. SMH. Lee, this is a jam. Kinda all about, you know, all the girls with names ending with Lee. There'll be no one left in Texas. He's been with everyone, and it's getting hard to survive with that. And it's kind of like you can't escape them. You can't escape these decisions and these heartbreaks and all that stuff. And it's kind of talking to those girls. First time I heard it, I thought it said like Haley, because I don't. Everyone knows. First listen, you don't listen to the lyrics. The lyrics gotta hit you first, and then you can look at them later. So first listen, I heard Haley. I'm like, oh my, I guess Co's got a bone to pick with some girl named Haley. But looking back on it, it's obviously everyone with the not the last name ends with Lee, and it's I like this song, but how much I drink, who I've been banging, won't pick up the phone, please leave me alone. Just said one of kind of like Nine Lives. It's like just a jam. I love that song. One of my favorites as well. I'm gonna skip Twister. Twister's one of those ones. It's like okay, it's there, it's okay. High Road. Now I won't go into detail about High Road. Not for any reason, but I think it's okay to skip. There's so many people complained about Jesse Murph being on the song, and I get like, promoting the song. Koetzel only ever showed his half or his parts, so you kind of get, you know, intrigued by just Koetzel singing it. But then you hear Jesse Murph's on it, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is terrible! Like this ruins the song." I don't hear it. I don't think she's that bad on the song. I think she adds to the song. But to each their own. Hence why I'm doing a whole album ranking. Hatchet, arguably my favorite song on the album. I love this song so much. Said that we should sleep on it, but still we wake up mad. Maybe that's how gardens grow. You plant the good with the bad. No one here is innocent. We all fall off the tracks. We could bury every hatchet. Hope the love starts growing back. Man, for someone out there, I know that's gotta hit hard for someone, but maybe love stained tears is the best we can hope for. But I can't change your mind. Wish that I could take it back. We could bury every hatchet, but we can't bury the past. Gosh. Once again, beautiful writing. The writing is so great on this song. Can't bury the past. Can't bury the. We could bury the hatchet, but we can't bury the past. It's just I love that song, and I love good writing. Good writings really elevate songs, in my opinion. Sweet Dreams. I know a lot of people like this one. Not my favorite. Running Low. It's okay. Our song has one of my favorite lyrics, probably on the album. It's it's the only one I'm scared of is my old ball and chain. Now I'm running, 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 running. But you get out the way. And the way he kind of pronounces it is, I think it's funny. I think it's great. And then it kind of goes right back into the chorus. It's not as much like a jam as Nine Lives or something like that, but it's still like yeah, like I can get down to the song. Last Outlaw Alive. There's one more I want to talk about after this one. Nothing really to it. It's just, kind of says I'm the last outlaw alive. And I think that kind of like I feel like that's kind of trying to say he's kind of like the last person doing this, but I don't necessarily think that's true if that's the case. So I don't know. Depression Obsession, I don't really like, but I think it's a cover of a Lil Nas X song from what I heard once someone say. If that's true or not, I don't know. Good Times, one of my favorites. Um, it's just, I like the sound of this one. It's kind of just plain and simple. I really like the sound of this one. Good Times, they don't need me. If I take it easy, the party's gonna keep on going when I'm gone. She's gonna find another one to keep her warm. Pounding up in my head, fingers up in my bed, forgetting the best years of my life. 'Cause those good times, they don't need me. I like that song. Just like it. So that's my honorable mention number three. I really like this album. I love what's it, Damn Near Normal. That's probably my song on the album. My favorite song on the album, maybe. I think that's fair to say. I think I'm okay with saying or Hatchet. No, it's Hatchet. It's Hatchet. It's definitely Hatchet. And if I didn't go over them earlier, Great American Bar Scene, my favorite song is Memphis the Blues, Go Down Singing. Favorite song is Go Down Singing. Nine Lives, I'm gonna give that honor to Hatchet. I love the sound of that song. I love what it stands for. Now, honorable mention number two. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Megan Maroney's Am I Okay? Here it is. I'll be fine. This song is such a this song. Oh my gosh. I I think the album is better. I think I could only handle the maybe like album versions of Megan Maroney. I don't know if I could ever see her in concert. Some people say the voice isn't there in person. I think it is, but I don't know. I feel like it's eh. But even after that, I still think this album is super good. And it was one of my, it was for a minute in contention to be top five. But I don't think that was a possibility with how everything shook up. I'm okay. Be honest with me right now. If this isn't something you could sing in your car by yourself or with your friends, you're lying. You're straight up lying to me. And it's okay. But we need to acknowledge that Am I Okay is such a catchy song and a song anyone can just start singing at any time. Don't act like it's not, because we all know we do it. Am I Okay? Great lead off track. Not much to say. Oh my God, am I okay? So used to being, kind of brokenhearted and forgotten about all this stuff. But hey, life worked out. You're so used to being, not working out for you. You're like, am I okay? Like, oh my God, am I dying? No, I just caught a break. And that's good. Good for you, Megan. No caller ID. This is some are gonna. Who was it? It's Morgan Wallen. Everyone's like, this is Morgan Wallen's song. Oh my God. Morgan Wallen made her write this song. It all makes sense. I don't know. I don't know. But it's all about, hey, we're moving on and, you know, I'm over you. But it seems like someone's not over me. And, here you come again. There you go. No coincidence. You always know. And I'm moving on. You move back in with a half-ass sorry. How you been? Why do you do it? Do you just hate losing? Here you come again. Who could it be? It's 3 a.m. No caller ID. Because guess what? I moved on from you, and you're not worth my time anymore. It's like yeah, like it's slow. It's when you hear it, it's like a slow song, but at the same time, you're like, um, no, this is a good song for me because when I'm moving on, you move back in. You know, I'm moving on, and you're not in my life anymore. So I like what that song stands for. Man in the Moon, another like a little fun one. It's like so many bad guys out there. Houston, he's a problem. He's leaving, then he's calling. He's a headache and a half, and I can't win. It's like, you know what, guys? I've had enough of this guy. Gotta be a rocket somewhere taking off soon. I think it's time we put another man on the moon. Come on. This is a funny little song about, once again, I'm over you. Heartbreak and a half. 28th of June. Heartbreak and a half. Oh my goodness. Heartbreak song of the year? No. It's track four. Hashtag song of the year list. This song is all about thinking about a day, 28th of June. It was me and you, rose petals on the bed, and I love you. Written on a happy 1 year card. Here's forever, you have my heart. Life is so good. I love life. I was too naive to know. Just because something's good, don't mean it lasts. Oh no. No, it can't be falling apart. Time kept ticking and you moved on. Another 365 have come and gone. Today would have been a day that we celebrate, and now it's just another Tuesday? You've got to be kidding me. This, ladies and gentlemen, is writing. No ifs, ands, or whats about it. Good writing, in my opinion. I heard it somewhere once. It was good writing is saying the simple things in a clever way. This song could have easily have been 28th of June was our 1 year anniversary, and I'll always remember it. Now, broken up, and I still think about you. It could have been that simple, but instead, another 365 have come and gone. Today would have been a day that we'd celebrate, and now instead of it being a special day that we celebrate together, it's just another Tuesday. If- I mean, if you don't think this is great writing, there's a door. We're done. Door's over there. It's just that she loves you like I still do. This guy has moved on. I guess really it can be as the listener, it can be any side because it's not really one side or not. But the listener, I mean, as she loves you like I still do. I mean, wondering if you think about me. Are you really already happy? Oh my god. Oh my god. This is one of the best written songs of the year. It's fantastic. I love this song. It's probably could be my favorite on the album. I was on that one for a while. Indifferent, polar opposite. Polar opposite. This, I mean, starts out not just showing us how it's polar opposite. Go back to how I used to care about where you went, where you've been, who you're with. Megan, we're done. Megan, we're done with that guy. We moved on. Yeah. I don't care. You know what I mean? I would cry one, two, three too many times, just wasting my prime. Mm, God, look at that. We're better off without that guy, that gal in our lives. You know what? I'm wasting my prime. In this case, Megan's wasting her prime. You know what? I don't care. Did they say, "Did you hear?" I say, "No, thanks. I'm fine. I think I could wish you the best." The truth is, I couldn't care less how sweet it is to be so indifferent. And then the pettiness comes right back at us. At us? At us. June came and went. When's your birthday again? Did I miss it? My bad. That's on me. I see your truck and I don't give a. This is, once again, fantastic writing. And I think it perfectly encapsulated it. I mean, this is exactly what, like, get to a stage of moving on where you're just like, yeah, I don't care about you anymore. And it's great. I think that jump from 28th of June to Indifferent is amazing. I love it. Noah is another good song. I don't have any qualms with this one. It's kind of just about, reminiscing about that old love, you know, talking about a high school love, Noah, did you know at night I think of you and me? You're everywhere inside my head, you're always in my dreams, and all the girls they want you, but never quite like Mia. Mia? Never quite like me. Noah, did you think about me? Kind of like thinking like, hey, do you think about me still? Because I still think about you. So it kind of goes, I mean, what a roller coaster. Man on the Moon, 28th of June, Indifferent, Noah. This album's littered with great writing and Miss Universe shows. I mean, this is kind of a fun one. It's kind of like self-aware, like self-aware. I guess I was second option, but it's kind of like understanding because we were picture perfect. Thought the distance would be worth it. He said, "When you know," and I believed him. But then I got a goodbye call. He found a beauty queen. I'm in a dive bar drinking. She's in a magazine. It hurt like hell, but hell, it could have been worse. At least my whole world left me for Miss Universe. Maybe lyric of the album. My whole world, at least my whole world left me for Miss Universe. If you know the song Rodeo Clown by Randy Rogers, and I believe Wade Bowen's on it as well. That's like the complete it's not on this album, it's not anywhere remotely related to Mega Maroney or anything like that. But it's the polar opposite of this one. It's Rodeo Clown's like, this guy is dodging all these questions with his friends because they know they're gonna ask me how she's been and all that. And how do I tell him that she left me for a rodeo clown? You know? And this is the opposite. You're like, I mean, I could be worse. I mean, Miss Universe. How could you say no to Miss Universe? So this is fantastic writing. I can't lie, she's everything, and I'd have probably picked her too. It's perfect. I mean, it's really good writing. It's really funny writing. It's really self-aware writing. I really like that for that. On my line, it's good. I know you. It's girl. It's girled. Girls. That's what I was trying to say. I skipped a beat. It's all about your friend group. You know. And like, God bless the girls who bring home the wine. When you need a friend, no, they don't think twice. You need to find a good clique in your life. You need to find your girls or your guys or your whatever. You need to find your clique. You know they're gonna be there for you when you need it most. And that's a good song for that. That's a good like little reminder song. This one's a sad one, but not for the same reasons that you've seen today. This one's a heavy one, and it's all about someone losing their life to the hands of themselves. Can't really say the word because I think YouTube's gonna get me for it. But it kind of takes us through the grief part of losing someone in that manner. Because I mean, did you know how much I loved you? Did I tell you enough? And you know, all this. It's just rough. You know, this friend is somewhere where it's better. When I talked to you this morning, I said, I'll see you soon. Would have said so much more if I only knew that you'd be in heaven by noon. I mean, just heartbreaking for every reason in the book, right? I mean, losing someone to begin with, yeah. Losing a friend is that's close to you, obviously, is so terrible, especially in that manner. And it's, you know, what we'd all think about, did we do enough? Did I tell you this enough? Did I talk to you enough? And all that stuff. It's a sad song, but it's a good reminder to, be a friend, tell a friend something nice. It could change their life. That's a good one. Hope you're happy. Now, this one's kind of like indifferent. It's like indifferent, but with a little tone of like I kinda am thinking about you. And it's I'll find the chorus because that's where it really hits you. I hope you finally made your way to California. I hope you find someone that loves you like I do. I hope your ships never start sinking, and I hope your daddy he quits drinking. Drinking? He quits drinking, and you hit every green light driving down the road. Cuban skill holding on to that note. I hope you're happy, and I hope I never know. I hope you're happy. I hope you're living your best life, but I don't want to hear about it because it's gonna hurt me. We've all been there. We all get that. I hope you're happy, and I hope I never know. Mm. Hell of a show. This kind of reminds me of what's it called? It's Luke Combs' song, the part, you know, kind of the dark side of touring. Keep it together, I can keep it together for the room full of people here who love me better than he could have or would have and should have. I guess you could say I put on a hell of a show because I'll smile and sing and I'll wave and repeat. And tonight I'll cry myself to sleep. Just trucking through. You know, just put your head down, work, and then. But it's rough. It's rough at the end of the day. These three songs or the bonus versions, they're not bad, but they're just not my favorites at the end of the day. But they're good. They're not terrible. That's honorable mention number two. It was really, like I said before, it was really close to being in the top five because of the writing alone. But there's one more better before we get to the top five, and that is by Casey Donahue. Never Not Love You. This was one of the longer ones, but I'm such a fan of Casey Donahue, and I really hope people um, listen to him more because this guy doesn't miss. It's banger after banger after banger from Casey. The his album, and I'm gonna check it right here because I don't want to get it wrong. A little different. That this is what introduced me to Casey Donahue. Dang Near Perfect, but Never Not Love You has some really good songs. I'm just gonna jump around because I'm really kind of hankering on all the songs. So I'm gonna jump around to the ones that need to be brought up. Whiskey to Work, I think, is a really good intro to an album. You know, put the whiskey to work, put the bourbon to church, baptize me in beam. I'm a drinking machine. Putting the whiskey to work, man. Come on. And let's see, the next one. There's two like really good ones that I love on this song or this album. Where is it? Messed Up Alone. Messed Up Alone. I this song. You know, it's fine. So turn the lights out, bring the truck back. I won't always be your fallback. I can't ever seem to tell you no. I'm not washed out. I'm just faded. You know I won't be weighted down with all your bullshit when I'm stoned, 'cause I'm messed up alone. Just like, it's kind of this thinking about it. Why's it always gotta be your way? And I thought that I was stronger, can't take this any longer. So turn the lights out, bring the truck back. You know the drill at this point. Probably my favorite. Is it my favorite song? Title track might be better. Never Not Love You. Title tracks, you can't mess up the title track. It's the name of the album, so it's really gotta stand for what you mean. It kind of talks about, I'm always gonna love you, no matter if you're far, no matter if you're close, this or that. I miss the way you laugh, the way that you smile. Living room is cold as hell while you're gone. All that stuff, all that stuff. But if you do what's right, you know it'll break my heart. If I don't hold on tight, I might fall apart. But if we reach for the light, we can make it through, no matter where you go. And I'll never not love you. Ugh, really good writing, and it has a really funky beat. Funky? No, really good beat. Keeps us along the whole time, and I really like it. Like this guy I know, that's a bit of a funny one. Like a little fun writing. Spent my whole damn life, never caught a break, stuck in this one horse town off the interstate. All this stuff. And trying to find, yeah, if luck is for losers, I'm the luckiest guy I know. Been there, done that, Casey. We get it. And Tommy Barrett is a lot like, if you know it, Jackson Davis from the Built Different album I just showed. It's kind of it's a ballad, and it's really good. It's a ballad about a man named Tommy Whalen Barrett, and just takes us through this whole story. And I believe, if I remember, it's about a guy, not Tommy Barrett, stealing Tommy Barrett's girl. And, he stole horses, gold, and women, talking about this other guy, gets this gal, and Tommy Whalen Barrett saying, "Hey, I'm gonna get you back." And as he whispers to his angel, "You're safe now, girl, don't cry." It's a good little ballad. And it's just like, oh yeah. It's one of those songs where it talks about, just it takes a break from a point or trying to make this whole thing about something, but it just tells a good story. And then some habits die hard. This will be the last one we talk about on this one. It's like, hey, are you okay? And it's, what's his name? What'd he do? Did he walk all over you? Where'd he go? Do you know? Or do you even care at all? Was he the one? Was it love? Or was it just barely good enough? If there's anything I've learned from this side of the bar, some hearts break easy, some habits die hard. And it's all about, hey, this guy's a bum, and this girl's heartbroken over it, but, do you care? This guy, he's a bum. Just forget about him. I if I wasn't aware that I was rambling so much about the other ones, I'd keep going. But this one was either 5 or 6, with this number 5 we're talking about here in a second, and it was really close. I This was like the second hardest decision I had to make on this whole list. Not the hardest decision was 1 and 2. This one was maybe just a song or 2 away from being top 5. It just wasn't. And top 5 is going to be Fathers and Sons by Luke Combs. This album slaps. Okay, top 5. This is some top 5 stuff, so really counts now. This I am such a sucker at the end of the day for parent songs, or like dad songs, like songs like from a parent to a son, or a parent to a kid, or a kid to a parent, stuff like that. Like, it really hits home. I love it. I'm a kid, I'm a son. So like, you can always like those songs. with like heartbreak or being in a relationship, not everyone can understand that, but like being a kid, everyone can relate to. So it will always be personable. And this album really juggles the idea of like every stage of being, I don't really know what the word is. It's not every stage of being a dad, but it takes perspectives from a son. It takes perspectives of um a father, and it takes every sort of perspective. Like trying to think. Remember Him That Way is like it's a song about someone seeing their grandpa, no, not their grandpa, their dad, but he's getting older, like grandpa age, and how you always are gonna remember him a certain way from when you were a kid. I mean, gray in his hair, at least what's left, but the heart of a lion beating in his chest. There's a little more slow in his go, a little less rock in his roll these days. But you will always remember him 10 feet tall, bulletproof, throwing me a ball in cowboy boots, and all this stuff. And that S on his chest is starting to fade, but I'll always remember him that way. Like that is so heartwarming. And like whenever you see your grandparent and like you think of this song, you're like, I won't ever remember them, younger, more maybe more spry, but your parent, yeah, like they will. That's so touching to me. Manny Sees Me was kind of the song that got promoted for this one. It was the first one released. This is a dad talking to his son or thinking about his son at least. And like, I hope he never finds out that I didn't hang the moon, and I've never scared a monster out of the closet of his room. Someday between him leaving home and driving on my knee, maybe I'll finally be the man he sees in me. Oh my goodness. Not sad, but I feel like it's what every parent or dad feels like. Like, I hope I can live up to what my kids think I am or see me as. And I hope I can finally accomplish that. And, especially when they're little, like they think there's everything you're doing everything and all that stuff. And like, I really hope I can live up to that. All that stuff. Let's see. Whoever you turn out to be, hashtag I'm playing this for my kids because this one's really beautiful. Like for every reason it can be. I feel like it's all about a dad understanding. Hey, you know what? I know what I am, and I was an F-150. You know, dusty boots and camouflage. But you know what? If that's not you, that's okay. Who cares? Because I'm your dad. I'm gonna love you. No, that might work out that you don't turn out anything like me, but I'll love whoever you turn out to be. What's writing? It's just so it's wonderful to like hear your parents say it's okay to be who you are because I'm gonna love you through anything. One of my favorite lines, right here, always get goosebumps. But you ain't gotta change the world to make your daddy proud. To where it then goes back into the chorus. Like that's such good writing and it's such a good way to put it and I love it. It's it's just wonderful. Two more I want to talk about. Hunting by Yourself. This one's probably my favorite, maybe. That or whoever you turn out to be. Probably one, two. Like, you know, it's you know, it talks about hunting by yourself. And dad takes his kid to go hunting, but he moves too much and he talks too loud. At the end of the day, you don't mind because what you're finding out is that we're killing time, we're living together, we're figuring out life together, we're doing it together. And they're gonna make you cuss and wear your patience thin. But next thing you know, they're all grown up, and then you're hunting by yourself again. You gotta enjoy the time while you got it. And that's yeah, it's definitely like a father son song, or a father kid song, or a parent kid song, whatever. But it's really applicable to anything. Like, but next thing you know, we're all grown up, and then you're hunting by yourself again. Like, enjoy the time while you have it, whatever you're doing. Like, whatever it is, enjoy it, live it, and then move on. The last one I want to talk about could be the heaviest on here, but my favorite song of all time, without a doubt, is Highway 20 Ride. It is it is a 20 out of 10 song, 100 out of 10 song. It is a perfect song. There's absolutely nothing I will ever see wrong with it. I say that to say that was a song I had growing up, and that this song "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" reminds me like this is the modern. I say modern day, but Highway 20 Ride was '08. But this is like the kids growing up now. Highway 20. I feel like this will be the kids who go through that situation nowadays. This will be the song. It is heartbreaking. It is so heartbreaking, the song, but it's beautiful. Take me out to the ball game. Pick me up at the house. What's this every other weekend thing even all about? Mama says she loves you and in some ways always will. I guess maybe things are different now, but daddy, can't you still take me out to the ball game? Oh my gosh. And it like obviously this is from a little kid angle. And it says, because I feel like it's my fault that you two ain't together. I'm so sorry I was bad. Promise I'll do better because I just want to see you. And if you come back, you don't have to take me out to the ball game. Right back into the chorus. It's seamless. It is beautiful. I love this song so, so, so much. And I remember I don't know if I cried, but I remember I was like, damn. I could have. Like, that was a good one. That was a good one, Luke. But no, this song gets the nod to be in a top 5 because of what it means to me. Like, I feel like all these songs, like, they're so applicable to my life because, like, it's just wonderful. I love these songs, and the fact that we get 12 of them in an album is so, so cool and wonderful and perfect, and I love this album so, so much. Next, my favorite song. Oh, did I give a favorite song for the other ones? Did I? I don't know if I gave one for Megan Maroney. Megan Maroney, I would say my favorite song on this one. In terms of writing, oh my goodness. Maybe 28th of June. 20th of June probably gets the nod anyway. And then Never Not Love You is Never Not Love You. And then Father Than Sons, that's the most recent one. I'm gonna give the nod to Hunt by Yourself. I think that one is probably my favorite. But now the fourth best album released this year, Cameron Marlowe's Keeping the Lights On. This song's good, but the album is even better. Opens us up on 911, somebody better call 911. And like the opener is so important for an album because that sets the tone. And it may not be the overarching tone of the album, but it gets us wanting to learn about the overall tone of the album. If it's just a song, okay, I don't feel indifferent, or I am indifferent about how I'm gonna feel. But this one, it pumps us up. It's somebody better call 911. There's a 5 alarm fire in here. It's about 5'4", and you can't put out an ice cold beer. Like, who smoke? Good Lord, somebody better call 911. Because I don't know if somebody don't know if I can take much more. AKA, this gal is hot. It's it's like a fast-paced song. It'll keep it going. And it's like yes, 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 yes. I'm a sucker for like the pump up songs. Nine Lives. Like those songs are like yes, I want to feel pumped up. Next song. Has some Sonos down. It's good. Wow. This was a Song of the Year candidate for good reason. I love this song. It may be my favorite Cameron Marlowe song. Shocker. But it's all about on my way out when it's my time to go. I hope the road to get there goes by my old fishing hole. So when I go to heaven, whenever it's my time to go, I want to do all these things. I hope the one that broke my line is still swimming around because I'd like to try him one more time. And on my way out, hope it's no time soon, but I hope I get one more chance to go behind the offensive line on a football game and do my thing one more time. I hope the road to heaven is backed up to my hometown and I get to hug the ones I love on my last lap around. I want to redo all the regrets and relive all the times I took for granted in this good Lord handed life of mine. Only God knows when, but there ain't no doubt that's how I want to make my way in on my way out. Great writing. I love that. And I love how this might not be your cup of tea. You may not believe in this, and that's okay. But we can all relate to on our way out, we're gonna have regrets. That's kind of how this life goes. No one makes it out alive. No one gets doing what they want to do. And whenever it's your time to go, you wish you could do all these things one more time. And this one, I drive back down her street just to see if leaving town's one promise she could keep. What? I'd knock on that door a better man than the stupid boy that left. Let her see that I'm so sorry that I never said. And then we go back right to the chorus now. Bridge, the final chorus, however you want to think about it, is it's so powerful to me. I love this. I love this part. So on my way out, I'll stop by that old church, let some old last row sinner know that praying really works. Yeah, I'd love going. One more lost soul was found, and I'd help them find their way in on my way out. Oh my goodness. That is excellent. That is so. I get goosebumps every time because that's what it's all about right there. It's helping the next guy, helping the next gal. Let them know. You'd love to help them find their way in. Last row center, no. Obviously down their luck, but hey, praying really works. And you're gonna be okay. Oh goodness, Lord, love that song. It is that's the reason it's a song of the year candidate. Never really know. This one is a lot. It deals with the same ideas that Heaven by Noon by Megan Maroney had, in the sense that you never really know. And Miss Carol over here, kind of being a little weird. Ann and Becky making it on the bleachers saying, "Oh, to be young again, 16 and in love again." Goes home, drowns in whiskey. Where did my pretty go? And it's like she's kind of losing it. She's losing her confidence. She's doing all these things, and it's like it's so sad to see. You fake a smile and they tell you lies. Hide all the pain coming from those eyes. You never really know what's going on inside. Sky is sunny, but the world is blue. Until you walk a mile in their shoes, you never really know what someone's going through, and it's so true. It's so true. Every day we can always, like I said earlier, hashtag be a friend, tell a friend something nice. It could change their life. It's so true. And we go into another story. Tommy takes too many pills out of the bottle. Sometimes he prays he won't wake up tomorrow. Like that's rough. That's hard to hear. Even if it's in a song, even if it's fake, for the purpose of a song. Like we hear it like, man, like guys like he says, I'm fine, I'm doing okay. And all she can say is, son, you're looking thinner. He says, oh, I'm working out again. Even though he knows he's crumbling, like it's so sad. You hate to see it, but it's kind of the truth. And we ultimately meet their fate here at the end of the song. Miss Carol met her match with the bottle. Tough way to go for a small town model. And then here they say, oh, we thought she was doing fine when they haven't spoken a word since '99. Unbelievable. Mhm. I'll say it for the third time. Your friend, tell a friend something nice. It could change your life. And like it's a really heavy word, but it's like ignorance. Don't be ignorant. Just what? How does it hurt to reach over and talk to someone? And then now Tommy, the pill taker, wound up one headstone over. Families gather around, heavy weight on their shoulder, and they say, "Oh, we could have done more for him." Now all the guilt starts creeping in, and it's like you really could have done something, but you never really know. You never really know what someone's going through. Heavy song, but I think a song that's really important on this album, and one that I don't call. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's a Carolina area code followed by 7 with a voice on the other side. Kind of sounds like heaven. I know I should forget it because we don't talk at all, but I know that number pretty well for one that I don't call. The getting over process isn't a easy or a fun one, my friend. Come on, Cameron, Marlo, we know it ain't easy. But, oh my goodness. It once again, it's stellar writing. It's like, oh my gosh. It's like, man, like how can I know I've known this number for years because she's been the one or we've been together for so long, but now that we're just nothing, how can I forget it? I mean, you know that number pretty well for one that I don't call. And he says, at the beginning here, I don't know how many miles are to the moon, but I drive them all and back again to get right back to you. Oh my goodness. I don't know how many seconds are in a day, but I hate I had to spend all of them just missing you this way. Just unbelievable writing. Say, ooh, smaller. We'll get to that one in a second. High hopes. I got high hopes. Or what's it? It's like, I've got high hopes and low expectations. Glass half empty, and that old country station is playing our songs, and it's hurting just right. I've got low expectations, but my hopes are high. I mean, look at this. I mean, talk about, I don't think Mr. Marlowe takes his moving on very fun. She left, she didn't look back, but I'm leaving the door open just a crack. The whiskey's got me risking a fall, but a long shot is better than no shot at all. My goodness, this is unbelievable. This is great. And the last one we'll talk about is, just two more. I gotta talk about the title track. That's only fair. Smaller, losing a friend. Maybe not to, themselves, but, it sometimes happens. Talking about this whole town or this whole family, whatever, group of friends, whatever it can be, celebrate their friend at the local bar, singing, having a good time. Tonight this small town just got a whole lot smaller. Buddy, this place won't feel the same about without you. You know, it's got a whole lot small. I hope you know that down here we don't know what to do. And this has a really good lyric in it right here. Then somebody had the nerve to play friends in low places. Like that's such a little like kind of like a little poke. Like your friend or your brother, your son, whoever just died and someone played friends in low places. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're hoping the guy went up, not down. So that's a fun little nod. It's a fun little play on words. Then everyone, starts singing the whole song, and they close his eyes, and I can still see he's standing right there singing along, right back in the chorus, and it's oh man, it's a really it's a yeah, buddy, this place won't feel the same without you. So it's a tough listen, but it's a beautiful listen. I love that song so much. And then the keeping the lights on the title track, all about times were tough. Daddy worked the same job for 20 some odd years. Overtime and weekends never bothered him a bit. Mama cooked and cleaned, and sometimes on the side she'd sell Mary Kay around holidays to make an extra dime, keeping the lights on. His parents are bending over backwards to keep the lights on. Yeah, and look at this. I mean, from the kid's perspective, I mean, you don't know any better. We had a maid, shoes on her feet, food on the plate, but we never understood why Daddy said the prayer. Before he said amen, he'd say, "Thanks for keeping the lights on." Hard times, they come and they go. There's smooth rides, there's highs, and there's lows. There's blue skies and sunshine, the winds change and storm clouds. But somehow, there is always enough. What a powerful message. That is a powerful, powerful message to anyone, and really anyone in life, wherever stage of life you're in. It's okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to make it through. You're going to be better off for it. That is the fourth album. Now we're going to top three. Number three is a good one, and I'm excited because I am probably going to get to see him in concert soon, and it is Muscadine Bloodlines, the Coastal Plain. The second I heard this album, I'm like, this deserves more praise. Because this album was released the same day as Post Malone's album was released, or like, yeah, like the day before or after. I'm like, I was seeing myself, oh my God, people are gonna only listen to the Post Malone album and all the songs on there, and they're gonna overlook this song, this album. But this album deserves Album of the Year credit. And to me, it's getting that exactly. There are two transition songs in here, and it's Two Tattered Tulips and High on the Ridge. Obviously they're just transition songs. Nothing like they're just not its only purpose is to get us to the next song right after it. So those are there. They're kind of filler. It's really 12 songs, but there's just so many good ones here. One Man War, talking about, we all got a one man war inside our minds. Here comes the trial and tribulation. I'll be face to face with Satan here tonight. Give me the faith to move a mountain in a one man war inside my mind. Oh, yeah. Hey, God, I know you got me in this one man war. Look a brother up. Yeah. Like, absolutely. And then Pay Me No Mind is probably looking at it my second favorite. Maybe- Oh, maybe my third. I don't know. How can I make the decision? Pay Me No Mind. I know what you probably think about me. Go and lay it on me. I deserve it anyway. So obviously, to start off, this guy has messed up. Like, what has he done? We don't know. Something like "You're dead to me" ain't worth the time of day. Desperate, or I'm drunk enough or dumb enough to say so. Pay me no mind. You know I can't make it right. I just had to tell you how I'm missing you tonight. It don't make things easier, and damn it, it's true. And I wouldn't think twice about that second chance with you. I mean, this guy has done something obviously so wrong enough to get this gal to say something like, "You're dead to me. You ain't worth the time of day." And this guy is sitting here like, "Just give me one more chance. I wouldn't think twice about that second chance with you." I know what you're probably saying about me. So long, see you later to a sucker like me. Only good thing I have done was pack my shit and leave. Well, here I am, a broken man, just guilty as can be. This guy is relentless. What did he do? How bad could he be? Man, he's coming back for a second chance, and he's gonna give his all for the second chance. This, I really like this. It's a nice slow song. Kind of sounds like a ballad, but it's taking us through this progression of this guy kind of spiraling. Like, please, 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 one more chance. And I don't think he gets it, guys. I'm just gonna say that I do not think he gets it. That Porter McGregor, this one's kind of what made me think, second or third, I don't know. To Pay Me No Mind, but figured you were back in time. Maybe it's from Mardi Gras. Probably at your parents' house. Mama made your favorite. Nothing's changed since you've been gone. Still the girl in every song. Ship has sailed. Might as well. Hell, there ain't no way to say it, but I mean, this guy sounds like he's been stuck in time. He's kind of living a dream of maybe singing songs, making songs. This girl's still a song in every song, and this ship has sailed on this potential relationship. Might as well, but there ain't no way to say it. But knows probably ain't the best time. But won't you meet me at the spot down where airport meets McGregor? Back when it was meant to be, like it was at 17. Even after everything, darling, I still meant forever. Now I'm hanging around. How, Nate? Now I'm hanging around in dry, staying in a stuckier town, sitting in a parking lot when I should have been chasing you down. Oh my goodness. This guy has made the biggest mistake of his life. He has stayed in this stuckier town, singing songs about this girl he should have been chasing, and now that she's back, he's making it up to her. Even after everything, darling, I still meant forever. Obviously, they were together at some point. They were a thing, they were a fling, whatever you want to call it, they were together. And he realizes, man, I should have chased her. I should have given her everything in the world. And I didn't. And the next chorus, hey, take me back to junior year. It's just a night or two. Girl, if I had had a clue you're the one that got away, with the last kiss lasting and passing time remains the same, turning on a bit and spur, it's like turning back a page and back into the chorus. Oh my goodness. I can't help but feel bad for this guy. This guy is messed up. In his eyes, this is the girl that this is like a classic case of the one that got away. Now she's gone. She's moved on, and that is a tough place to be. Man, it's the the lyric of "Even after everything, darling, I still meant forever." Unbelievable. And I know I can't play the songs because it'll get copyrighted and all that fun stuff, and it might get taken down. But the delivery just it really ties it all together. The lyric is one thing, yeah, good writing is great writing, but the delivery and how you say it, ah, it really it really conveys the emotion that the writing and the lyrics say. Love Airport and McGregor. Oh my goodness. Then 1090, which today got announced, is coming to country radio, so be on the lookout. This this is wedding song material, everyone. This is wedding song material. Let's just look at this. Let's get to the chorus. Give me you on your worst day, and I'll give you my best. When you only got 10, I'll be the 90 that's left. So go on and run me ragged, long as your lovin' don't stray. Don't worry about meeting me in the middle when I'm already running your way. Tell me that's not the best wedding song, maybe of all time. Mm. Oh my goodness. It it's the best song on this album with of what it means. Like, hey, you don't have to be your best. You're perfect the way you are. I will give everything. I love you so much. You just gotta love me, and I'm here for you forever. Give me bad, give me ugly, give me sad, pour it on me. I'll take anything and everything that you have. Oh my goodness. I love this song. It's amazing, and it really encapsulates this whole album. Like I feel like when I hear Coastal Plain, I hear 1090, and I love that. And it's a complete opposite of Airport and McGregor. It's like these ones that made it work, and they're kind of saying, "Hey, I'll give you 90, but if you give me 10, I'll give you 90. Like I'll do the work." Low hanging fruit. We all got someone in our lives where we think of this song, we're like, yeah. So it starts off slow, when they leave you hanging like the low fruit branch you hang on. And the lost cause feeling feels the same. Just know that the cold night is colder with no loving arm around you, and the wind will go whispering my name. Heartbreaking. My goodness. I feel so bad that we're not together anymore. Just terrible. Wrong. I got a long form letter that was better than a Take Me Back song. I read it twice just out of spite and gone and went and burned it in the backyard long. Some kind of nerve you don't deserve a second chance glance in the back of my mind. I can't deny I want to drive you and drive away to add another tear to your eye. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. We do not care for this girl. Whatever she did to us. Uh-uh. We don't want you back. See you never. This is like, oh, this is such a good spiteful song. You're like, yeah, you know what? I hate you. I don't want to be around you. Like this is that song to that person in your life. And it's like, ah, absolutely. I love it. It's a fast pace. It does such a good job at saying no, just right back at you, stuff like that. And I love that. I love that sound too. In this world, takes it back a notch. No love here. Well, it's a little bit of love, but it's not the point of the song. I think. It's all about doing good in this world. Saw an old man in veteran's hat at the service station pumping his gas. Pulled up beside him, blaring B-side Merle. He said, "There's still some good in this world." When he hears the song. And this guy, veteran, got it rough. He lost his wife a couple of years back, and walked in the station. I put 10 on pump 8. I believe that was in reference to the veterans pump. Behind the register, I can see it on her face. Right then and there, I gave old kindness a whirl to show there's still some good in this world. Pulled out a 20. Told her you can keep the change. And then, great lyric right here. Making ends meet ain't met on minimum wage. It don't make a dent, but it makes a day for a girl to show her there's still some good in this world. Yes, absolutely, there's still some good in this world, and I love this song for that reason. I'm a very much believer in there is good in everyone. I think everyone is born good. I don't think you're inherently a bad person. And I think this song perfectly encapsulates there is good people in this world. This world is not doomed. We're not over with. No matter how much people are gonna cry and moan about this person, that person, this working out in this favor, this not working out in this favor. There's always still some good in this world, but you gotta look for it. I guess getting gas and tipping cash changed the way I see the world. And there's still some good in it, and that's the good is you, girl. And that's kind of that love part of it, but that's not, I don't think that's really the point of the song. But anyways, those are the songs I thought made it really good place worthy. And going on to number two. This might have been the hardest decision I've ever had to make in my life. Gonna be honest with you. There was one and two were so interchangeable. I had no idea what I was gonna do. I decided on it, and I think I'm gonna be okay with it. But ladies and gentlemen, number two is Nashville, Tennessee by The Ernest. It was such a close race. It could have very easily been number one if number one didn't exist or was postponed or whatever. But man, this is one of the best. There's 1A and 1B in terms of best writers in Nashville. He's 1B. Not Hardy, but he's 1B. His writing is some of the best I've ever heard in my entire life. I dare you to go look up what Ernest has written on. Hey, ever heard of Seven Summers? More Than My Hometown? Simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. Those number one, or not number ones, but those great Morgan Wallen songs, yeah, Ernest. Anyways, I went to college, I went to jail. People might not like this one, and I get it, but I love this one. It's like the duality of like a human. And you know, I went to college, I went to jail. One was a dorm room, one was a cell. Who came out on top? Hell, it's hard to tell. I went to college, I went to jail. It's a song with Ernest and Jelly Roll, as you can clearly see on the top there. But it talks about these two separate lives, and it's just a really clever song. Like that kind of details both their lives and how it turned out. And I think it sounds really good. I think they work really well together. We'll do Hanging On with Morgan Wallen. I had higher hopes for this one. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not my favorite. I'm not gonna look at it. But I don't it's not my I don't really like it, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Did it for the story. I love this one. This one has potential. No, it's not my favorite song. We'll get to that one in a second. But did it for the story. It's a great little story. It's about these two lovers. You know, she loved his sense of humor. He loved the way that she smiled. Knew she was gone tomorrow. She knew that he couldn't stay, but they were here today. Yeah, but they both knew forever wasn't in the cards that they drew. They danced around a wasted I love you. They had a feeling it would never come true, but you know what? They did it for the story. Did it for the feelings they didn't want to fight. They went down in a blaze of glory. They wouldn't trade the flames. They made a bunch of memories and they made up both the names. They just did it for the story. Boom. Yeah, absolutely. Have a little fun. Be smart, but have a little fun. Do it for the story. Maybe not do it for the story. You know what I mean. You know what the song means. Have fun with your life. You know, when you tell your kids something later in your life, have fun stories to tell about your life, growing up. It's what it's all about at the end of the day, and that's a great song for that reason. What if I could, Lainey Wilson? Can I be honest with you? I don't understand the hype. I don't. I just don't. I really like the lyrics, but the sound of the song is not my favorite. I think it kind of falls a little flat. But it's. I'll just get to the chorus. I would if I could, but I can't, so I won't, but I want to. Love to say yes, but it's best if I don't, though I'd like to. It's wonderful. And Lainey's good on the song. I don't like the production of the song, if that makes any sort of sense. Smoking Gun, love this song. One of my favorites. Let's see. Smoke on the water, fire in the sun. River ain't made of whiskey, then there ain't no bullets in this smoking gun. Always been a praying man. I'll be one till I'm gone. But there ain't a prayer that's strong enough to right me from my wrongs. So I'll sit here and I'll raise a glass for the man I could have been. Thank the good Lord up above that I ain't none of them. Which, yeah, thank goodness. I think that's more of a song you can listen to later in your life. You're like, I love who I am now, and if I would have made other decisions that I thought were better at the time, I don't have what I have now. I think that's a powerful song for that reason. That goes on. Uh, I talked a little bit about it, but hey, it's gonna be okay. Life is gonna go on. You know, telling lies you can't untell, praying prayers you can't unpray, breaking hearts you can't unbreak. Try leaning on someone else when you're going through something, and you ain't by yourself. We're all running from something. This is all about living life. Take it slow. Let it come. Let it go. It ain't long until it's gone. Life ain't fair. Life goes on. 'Cause now it's here, and then it's gone. Life ain't fair, and life goes on. Move on when you lose, and keep on if you won. Sounds simple enough to do, but it's easier said than done. Go to see the world, but don't forget your hometown. And I'm doing all right now, but I'd be a lot better if I figured out how to look around, take it slow. It's a beautiful song. It's a great song that really details. It's a simple fact that it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. Good cover, slow dancing in a burning room. I like this one. Four words. Song of the year. This is my favorite Ernest song. This is my favorite song on this album. This is my favorite song of 2024. The production is perfect. Lyricism is perfect. Nothing about this song falls short. Color my wonder like love letters left in the rain. Late between pain pills and phone calls, late nights and hard falls, heaven knows I'm far from well. Somehow this hangover is nothing compared to the way I felt under your spell. Now here's where it really gets good. It ain't good, it ain't bad, it ain't right, it ain't wrong. One minute you're here, and the next one you're gone. You're on your way, and Lord knows I'm on mine. Maybe we could stay longer next time. It ain't fair, but it's true. It ain't words in a song. It ain't good. It ain't bad. It ain't right. It ain't wrong. Oh my goodness. To me, this song is all about, well, like I said it for another one. I forgot what song I said about it earlier, but songs are subjective. And when I hear the song, I always think about like a relationship that fell short or could have been relationship or something like that. I've thought about it since, this song released, but it's you're on your way and Lord knows I'm on mine. Maybe we can stay longer next time. It's like maybe in the chance that we see each other next time, wherever it may be, maybe we can stay longer. But you have to go your way. I have to go mine. And it's not fair. But it's true. It's the way it works out. It ain't good. Obviously, we want to be together. It ain't bad. We're going our ways. We're going to be successful. It ain't right that we're leaving, but it ain't wrong that we're leaving. So it's a balancing act of what's good for us. It ain't good, it ain't bad, it ain't right, it ain't wrong. I want it, I don't. Kind of like a would if I could. I would if I could, but I can't, so I won't, but I want to. It ain't this what we have is not right, but it's not wrong. How can we ignore it for so long? It's oh my goodness. Cause this ain't no house and these four walls mean nothing, but wrapped up in you feels like home. You're too damn pretty and I'm too damn stubborn and neither of us get too afraid. And then right back into the chorus. Oh my goodness. I love this song. More than I can even begin to say. I if there was any song I hope y'all listen to, it is this song. Ain't right, ain't wrong. I promise you will be unbelievable. Uh, this will be the last one we talk about. This one is like a little play on words. So let's see. Play some Loretta, dial up some Jones. Don't rock the jukebox. Play little country songs. I can't take it with me when I'm 6 feet under that grass. So give my last paycheck to paycheck and my last dollar to cash. Obviously in reference to Johnny Paycheck and Johnny Cash. So when I'm gone, when I'm dead and gone, You play my favorite songs, and it's all country songs. Smart man. That's number 2. That's the number 2 album of the year. It's so good. It is unbelievably good. I would talk about it more, but I think I'm dragging it on way too long. But the album of the year, in my opinion, it's F1 Trillion by Post Malone. And like I said, it was so close to from Nashville, Tennessee being 1 and F1 Trillion being 2 and vice versa. Like, it was so close. This was the last decision I had to make before I started recording, and it's a decision I ended up on. The the reason why I was skeptical at putting it at 1 was because I was scared that I was letting the features hold too much weight, and I didn't want that to be the case. But when I think about it, I can't see it, like, the features don't like, Post Malone just doesn't give the song to one of the features, like, he's on the song as well, he's a part of the song, he contributes to the song just as much as the feature does. So that's kinda why it was okay with me, why I ended up being okay with it, for all the features to take center stage, but it's still I get how it's a little rough. Let's just start with this. Let's get into detail. Wrong Ones, badass song. I'm gonna try to keep it quick. I'll talk to the ones I really wanna talk about. Uh, you know, I'm just looking for the right one, but the wrong ones keep looking at me. What? I know. It's fantastic. It's great writing. Get Some Help obviously was probably the song of the summer, commercially. Like, you couldn't walk into any store, couldn't walk, couldn't turn on any radio and not hear this song. You couldn't go a day without hearing this song, let alone maybe like 3 hours. You were gonna hear the song somewhere. Yeah, I think it's a really good song too, if it's worth anything. I think it's definitely the headliner of the album. Maybe not for me, because I would like another song. But, I mean, I Had Some Help. Don't tell me that song's not catchy. You'd be lying. That song, Have the Heart. This is gonna be the first song I'm gonna tell y'all. I hate this song. I do not like this song at all. Dolly Parton just does not sound good on it. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. That's my least favorite song on the album. Easy. Goes Without Saying with Brad Paisley is fantastic. Goes Without Saying, She Ain't Coming Back. She put me in the past. That train left the station. She didn't have to tell me why. Here she goes without saying goodbye. Adios. I really like Brad Paisley on this song. I think he works really good, and I really like him kind of like coming back to be on that song. This one's a favorite. I and it's definitely good Luke Combs on it as well. I think it's probably up there for me. But I'm pretty good at breaking down a heart, but picking up the pieces is the hard part. She's looking for someone who's gonna build it back, but I ain't got a guy for that. He's got a guy designing my rifle. My mama's new boyfriend rebinds Bibles, and Ricky down the road, he resoles Red Wings. He's got a guy for every damn thing. But when he needs it most, the most important part, he doesn't got it. And I think Luke Combs is really good on the song as well. I think he works really well with what he's got. The only complaint I do have though is the fact that the song feels very quick. It's There's no bridge. It's just each other's chorus, and then it's over. So I shout out Ernest. I told you that brother's everywhere. That brother is everywhere. But that's the only qualm I have with that song. I really wish it was longer, but it's still one of my favorites. It's still one of my favorites on the entire album. Nosedive, I really like this one. This one is it's really touching, and it's kind of it's once again a lot of these songs. I, sh- Man, that's interesting. Um, Talk about It's Gonna Be Okay. Sometimes you're driving, sometimes you're stalling, sometimes you're flying, sometimes you're falling, but there's still beauty in the nosedive. Every thorn has its rose. I mean, There's still beauty in nosedive. Sometimes you're broke, sometimes you're balling, sometimes you're running, sometimes you're crawling. It's okay to be feeling the way you're feeling. There's beauty in it because there's always a beauty in the pain and the heartbreak. It means you felt something strong enough to make you feel that way, and that's beautiful in its own right. It goes a long way. Song of the year candidate, maybe no, my favorite song on the album, "Will I've Been," featuring oh, Ernest. Just kidding, but no, I love this song. I think it's it's a fun song. I love the beat. I love the way it sounds. The production is fantastic on it, and you know, thank God there's still salvation for a guy like me who still needs saving. It's about a guy who's getting better. He's bettering himself for a gal. Yeah, I'm about tired of living this life of sin. Girl, I'm one hell of a night, but I ain't the devil I've been. Oh my goodness. Then Ernest comes swinging. His part's perfect. This whole song is super super good. Love this song, and then they come together at the end, and it sounds super good. And it doesn't really go much more than it. Just the production really makes that song perfect. The last one, there's a couple more I want to talk about. But this is probably the second to the last one. Hide My Gun, Hardy. This is a fun little twist on a love song. It's like different. It feels different, but these levers are together. Look at this. It's going great. $38 for coconut rum. You never looked prettier sipping on one. Look at this. Life's going good. I ain't saying I'm a killer or if I'll ever be, but hypothetically, would you hide my gun? Would you tell no one? Would you pack a never coming back again bag? If the 3 times 4 is banging at our door, would you stall and let me slip out the back? Because you know I'd adore ya. No shit, I'd kill a man for ya. And if I did, would you hide my gun? What a better way to pronounce your love to someone than saying, hey, if you killed someone, I would hide your gun and I'd help you escape. That's how I want my future wife to be like. Just jokes. I would never kill someone, but I guess this is what the song's talking about at the end of the day. Party. This is the 1A writer I'm talking about. 1A. Nashville. If I shot him dead, would you shoot me straight? If you had to dig a hole, would you take it to the grave? Put some concrete, shoot it at the bottom of a lake. Shot him dead, would you shoot me straight? My goodness. Like, I love that. Like, that's so clever. Once again, it's what I said earlier. It's the saying the simple things clever. It's reiterating what we've said this entire song. If I killed a man, would you help me? If I shot him dead, would you shoot me straight? If you had to dig a hole, would you take it to the grave? Like, it's saying what we've been saying, but in a fun way. And it it's what it takes sometimes. And I love it. I love Ernest on the song as well. And a big wheel gun in my right hand, tiny diamond in my left. Are you down to go the distance, Lord, in sickness and in health? Nothing's gonna part us, not even death. Which is another kind of play on it, like let till death do us part, and till I kill this guy, will we still be together? Not even death. Not anyone's death is gonna keep us apart. Just a fun little ad there. You're like, oh yeah, that does work in this situation as well. Last one I'm gonna talk about. Oh, yours is touching. I really like yours, but that's next song. Hey Mercedes is my favorite song on disc 2. And just for the simple fact, it's fun. It's fun. It sounds fun. It's great. I love it. It's this guy shooting a shot. Hey man, I'm gonna shoot my shot. Hey Mercedes, what you doing for the rest of your night? Would you want to take me out for a ride? I don't know why you came, where you're from, what's your name, and I know that you don't know mine. Call me crazy. Hey Mercedes, what you doing for the rest of your life? Shooting a shot. Does it land? We don't know. We don't know, but it's spunky. I like the sound of it. It really I think kind of ties together what he's trying to do across the whole album. And that's bring together a lot of fun sounds, a lot of fun people and great lyrics. And I think Hey Mercedes does just that, which I think that that's F1 Trillion. It's my song. My album of the year for a great reason. I love it. I love all these albums, I should say. I love all these albums. But, when the time comes, you have to rank them. It's just kinda how the world works, especially I signed up to do it. But it I think it was a really good year. Looking at my list here, I think it was a really good year. I think last year probably took the cake for best music year. Talking about 2024, 2023, I think was probably a little bit better because you had Morgan Wallen release. You had in 2023, that is Morgan Wallen released, Hardy released, Luke Combs released, one of my favorite albums of all time. Like everyone released there, but 2024 was a really good uh, year. I mean, Cameron Marlowe continues his dominance. I think more people should put respect on him. Ernest solidifies himself, I think, as one of the best artists in Nashville. Muscadine Bloodline just continue to make a case on why they need to be respected. Simple as that. Post Malone um, makes kind of his stake in country music, and a lot of people just produce quality. And I really like that for the year in the genre. But anyways, I think that's about it. I think that's it. Basecamp coming back. So that's all I've got. If I can figure this out, that'd be great. Again, that's all I got. It's it's a long video. I'm sure no one's gonna sit through it, so I'll try to add timestamps for when every album is talked about. But if that's it, thank you for watching. If you watched probably close to an hour and a half of stuff, I think. I don't know. I've lost track of time. If you didn't and you just skimmed through, still something. And the fact that you're here means a lot to me. Trying to make it, trying to figure this whole thing out. So thank you for watching. Hopefully these opinions didn't make you too mad to where you're like, "Oh, God, this guy sucks." So hopefully that wasn't the case. But if it was, I'm sorry. Get over it. That's all I got. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you later.